One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ole Miss offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Off play action. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Pushes toward the goal line. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting.
Back's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Caught behind the line. It's Abram. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. So here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Nice move to keep running. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bears line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Locked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. The short hands. It's Haynes. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Francis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the hurry up. Gonna run it. It's Averill. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Francis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. White wants to throw it. He's got an open man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to...
Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to... 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Joyner. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Nixon. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. Will try to take it back. He's at the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. How about this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. FIU overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Panthers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space who can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He he knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Joyner. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Using the quick game. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. With a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for space to the left. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. White going to attack through the air. Snagged out of the air. At the 35, he's got room. Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown. Oh, miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got a man. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Boyd. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The clock's still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Here comes the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing in a double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw in the double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Under fire. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bears will snap. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. You'll miss. It's ready to go back to work. Off the boot, looking for his man. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. White wants to throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final.
So here comes the Bear offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. And the Bears are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right back to the well. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. How about this on 1st and goal? The gift to the wide receiver. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You know, this defense really has to play east-west in this game. They've got a lot of guys running sideline to sideline because of how this offense is attacking them.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Fires to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. White going to attack through the air. Flips it out to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Let's go. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Finds the tight end. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The Bears are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Got it in the middle. It's Nixon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you...
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared